Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to Casey Kelly's video of how to get shredded on a grocery haul.
I'm trying to get as shredded as possible, so I'm going to show you everything I get from the grocery store in a week to achieve my goal without breaking the bank.
So far, a lot of this food looks terrible.
Today I'll be going to two stores with a simple objective. Get a week's worth of healthy groceries that'll get me shredded for as little money as possible. I'll also be telling you why I get what I
But are the groceries you're getting actually even healthy?
get and how it's helping me achieve my goals. And at the end, I'll come back here, give you the grand total for all the groceries I got, and break it down into protein, carbs, and fats so that you get a cohesive view of my entire diet. Now let's get in the car so we can get to the grocery store. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Casey Kelly, and I am trying to get as shredded as possible because I will be competing.
Well, it's not healthy to get shredded as possible. You realize doing this to your body, and I'm guessing he competes maybe a few times a year, or he's just going to keep doing it throughout his life, right? This is bad for your health. Going down to, let's say, 4% body fat, and you're doing it multiple times during your lifetime to just do these bodybuilding competitions. This is unhealthy. Bodybuilding is already unhealthy because you're pushing yourself way too hard in the gym and you're putting on way too much muscle. Even if he is natural, still, and this guy, I'm guessing he's eventually gonna start maybe using some performance enhancing drugs.
In a bodybuilding show in 10 weeks, attempting to get my natural pro card. But don't worry, this video is not only for people who want to get as shredded as possible and compete in a bodybuilding show. If you want to lose weight in any sort of capacity, I'm going to be showing you what I'm getting, and then also some other things that I would get if I'm trying to lose weight, things that help fill you up for not a lot of calories. We're headed to the grocery store right now. I said two grocery stores. We're going to Aldi first, and then we're going to Walmart. We're doing a little dual action because I'm trying to make this as cheap as possible. So when one thing is expensive at one store, you get it at the other because it's probably cheaper there. We're at Aldi right now, and Aldi is the absolute goat of grocery stores. Everything is so cheap, like all the time. They don't have sales, nothing like that. You just go in, you get your groceries for cheap because they found a way to cut costs, and you get your groceries for cheap and you don't break the bank. But I have a quarter right here, and you're probably like, Casey, why do you have a quarter going to
Try for a shopping cart.
a grocery store? You need more than a quarter. That, my friend, is for your cart, and this is so that you return it. And that's also another way they cut costs because they don't have to hire someone to push their carts back. I'm just gonna go through the store and pick things as we go, and I'll explain them. First thing on the list, we have romaine lettuce. And if you have watched any of my full days of eating, you
Well, romaine lettuce is pretty much just completely lacking any nutrients. It's just like some liquid in there, some leaves, maybe some anti-nutrients, just good for bloating. It's not going to do anything. All it's going to, so I don't see the point of you getting this. You're just thinking of getting shredded, and it's not actually healthy. What way is it healthy? You can't even absorb the nutrients from it if there even is a little bit of vitamins.
would know that romaine lettuce is the goat when you're cutting because it's a lot of volume for not a lot of calories. I think like 100 grams is like 15 calories. It'll add so much volume to your meals. Even if you're eating like chicken and rice, throw the romaine lettuce in there and you got like double the amount of volume. Awesome.
But why would you even be trying to get that shredded? Like, that is not healthy. It doesn't matter if you're doing one of these bodybuilding competitions. All you're doing is just decreasing your lifespan. You're just making yourself more unhealthy. It's pretty much completely pointless, but you've somehow justified it in your own head that what you're doing is right, but it's completely wrong.
Romaine lettuce is the goat. This is one of my vegetable sources. And conveniently, right next to the romaine lettuce is the broccoli. This is another one of my
One of the worst. You might lose weight eating this, you might get shredded, but it has so many bad things in it. It's toxic, it's got the anti-nutrients, it's got it's just gonna make you bloated, gassy, it's gonna cause inflammation. It's terrible. Broccoli is one of the worst.
Vegetable sources, and you might look around at the entire produce section and be like, well, why
From my own experience, it's it's one of the worst vegetables you could be eating.
aren't you getting anything else? And that's because I have IBS.
You shouldn't even be eating vegetables, but if you are and you're eating broccoli, it's terrible.
And a lot of fiber upsets my stomach, actually. I would love to eat.
Yes, because you can't digest fiber because humans, we can't even digest it, but apparently humans are supposed to eat fiber just because it happens to be something within food, it means humans need it. No. Just because there's different types of nutrients within food and this and that, it doesn't mean humans need all of it. And fiber, it's one thing humans do not need. It's not essential. If anything, it's bad for you.
Fruit, and anyone that tells you don't eat fruit on a diet, it has a lot of sugar in it, you can't really overeat fruit. Like a pound of strawberries is like 200 or 300 calories or something like that.
Yeah, it's low in calories, but calories aren't even accurate. Not only that, but you're gonna lose weight from it, but it doesn't mean what you're doing is healthy. He thinks he's eating healthy to get shredded. This is not healthy at all. You're literally gonna be spiking your insulin. You're gonna be just it has way too much sugar in fruit. It doesn't matter if it's fruit, it still has way too much sugar.
If you want to eat as much fruit as you can, you pretty much can on a diet as long as you're tracking your calories and you're accounting for it.
It's just gonna have the similar effects as regular sugar. It doesn't matter that if it comes from a fruit.
But that's why I only get romaine lettuce and broccoli. It's what works for me. Find what works for you. Now on to more fun stuff. The artificial fiber messes it up. Contact. Caramel rice cakes, the GOAT post-workout snack I have.
No, it's complete garbage. Carbs, you don't need them, not required in for a human. And what's the nutrients in these rice cakes? Pretty much nothing. There might be some heavy metals. They're pretty much like cardboard. These rice cakes, they're like the texture is like cardboard. What's the point of eating these? How are you actually think they're healthy?
Have like one or two of these to replenish glycogen stores. You can get the flavored ones. You can get the plain.
And even if I was doing the modern diet, why would I even eat rice cakes? I never, even when I used to eat bad, I never understood why people were so into these. It never made any sense to me. And they pretty much have no nutrients also. There's a lot of foods that they say are good and they're not, but at least I can see why they would think that like kind of makes sense because it has like a lot of vitamins and so on. But rice cakes, they're like just completely lacking any sort of essential nutrients, and if anything, they're just gonna harm you.
Ones, Aldi only has the caramel runs. That's what we're going with. Now another diet hack, GOAT, corn tortillas. If you know me, you know I air fry these.
Corn tortillas, corn, something humans can't even properly digest.
And it makes them into tortilla chips. Literally, just cut them up, salt in the air fryer, turns into tortilla chips. But I already have like 2 or 3 packs of these at home. I don't need any more. They're 40 calories a piece. A good low carb way to add some flavor to your diet, some salsa, your meat of choice, maybe some guac, avocado, whatever you need. Corn tortillas.
Well, why would you just not just eat the meat without the tortillas? Why would you need that? Just eat the meat by itself.
I'm not gonna get them today, but I definitely want to show you guys that. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. I know my triceps probably popping right now. Okay,
Yeah, your triceps popping, but your triceps too big because that's not even how humans are supposed to be. You're not supposed to be this muscular. Your triceps are much bigger than they really should be. It doesn't even look good.
almond butter is the GOAT. You guys know that I eat almond butter all the time, pretty much any nut butter, but this is the non-stir kind, so I'm gonna go with the stir kind because I literally only want almonds and salt, or just almonds. This has palm oil in it.
Why would you want almonds? That does not make any sense at all. Almonds, that's literally a nut. And why would you want to be eating nuts? That doesn't has pretty much it's pretty much completely lacking any actual essential nutrients because humans can absorb it, and it's just full of stuff that is toxic for humans.
When I'm on prep, I don't really like eating that stuff. I want to keep it to the raw ingredients. We're not going to go with this. We'll get that at Walmart. That's why you go to two different stores, right? One store has one thing, the other store has the other. You go with what you want. So almond butter is the goat. Not going to get it here. We'll get it at Walmart. Another goat that I won't be getting, but is also amazing for your diet, is potatoes. The most satiating carb. They're just not in my diet right now, but if you guys want to eat these, again, air fryer or bake them, fantastic choice for.
Well, why do you want to eat so many carbs? Carbs are not essential. Why do you keep bringing up carbs? Why are you so into the carbs? You have to realize carbs, humans do not need them. Do you understand? If you believe you need carbs, you clearly are uneducated. You haven't done the research. You are unknowledgeable. You should go ahead, look further into carbs, and stop recommending them so often to your viewers because we don't eat carbs.
Carbs, but I'm a rice guy right now. The best hot sauce in the world. I don't need to say anything about it. It's Texas Pete, not actually.
Why would you be getting this? Is garbage. It's spicy, so it's gonna inflame your body. Your body, it's just gonna cause so many issues. It's gonna cause your body to like you're gonna feel bad. It's gonna cause digestive issues. If you're somebody like me, it's gonna cause your skin to get worse due to it's just gonna inflame you, inflame your gut. And I'm guessing there might be like a bunch of other things added to this, like who knows, like oils or some other seasonings or whatever, and artificial things, which is just gonna inflame you even more.
From Texas, from North Carolina. Fun fact, my favorite hot sauce of all time is $2.69. You really can't beat that. Texas Pete, everyone.
Oh, because it's cheap means you should buy it. No, just because something's cheap doesn't mean you buy it. Stop trying to save money and actually go do some research to find out what you should be eating, because this is not it. And if you just continue to believe this and do what you're doing, all you're going to do is keep deteriorating your health till it's too late and you're not going to be able to go back and you've ruined your health and decreased your lifespan.
Now this is my main carb source right here. $5.89 for a 5-pound bag of jasmine rice.
Why do you want fiber? You cannot digest fiber. You are a human. You are not a freaking cow. You're not an ape like a gorilla, or we are apes apparently, but not a gorilla or a chimpanzee. Why would you be eating fiber? And why are you looking for so much? Even if you do believe we need fiber, why would you even want much of it? Like, this doesn't make any sense. You're just following the common dietary advice. Rice just has arsenic, pretty much has no nutrition whatsoever. Like, what are you doing?
I found I like jasmine. It flavors up the rice a little bit better, and it doesn't taste bad. You throw this in the rice cooker, it's easy.
Oh, it doesn't taste bad. Oh, Casey, I'm sorry to tell you, I'm sorry to warn you, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't taste bad because it's still garbage.
See, I also, if you guys have seen my short, make my cream of rice just by blending this. This is my main source of carbs right now. It's rice. I don't really need to say much about it.
You know the quick cooks are not good for you.
There's still whole grain rolled oats, so I mean, it's one ingredient. I'm not too worried about that. Anyway.
Oh, apparently just because something's one ingredient means it's healthy. No. No, you actually have to look at what you're eating and realize if that one thing is actually good for you, the food that you're eating. You have to look into it, do some research. If it's a vegetable, if it's, you know, these oats. Just because it's one ingredient, it doesn't mean it's healthy for you. It really doesn't. Oats, they have no nutrients, pretty much just one of the least nutritious foods you could be eating if you go by like how much nutrients is in it, the vitamins and minerals. And then not only that, then you're gonna cook it and it's pretty much just like slave food because it has no nutrients at all. You're pretty much malnourishing yourself. You're already getting shredded. You're gonna do a bodybuilding show and you're just making yourself malnourished. You're already losing so much weight, going down to an unhealthy body fat level, and then you're putting on all this muscle, which is completely just unnatural because this is not how your body's meant to be, and you're not meant to go through this.
We got some quick cook rolled oats. You can do whatever kind of oats that you want. It's really not a big deal. A lot of fiber, good for breakfast, throw your favorite rice protein in there, and you're good to go. There's not much more to say about that. A bodybuilder eating oats for breakfast. Wow, very revolutionary, but it works. Okay, so I know this is like a cheap grocery haul, but this is one of the things I will splurge on because avocados always go rotten on me, or they're not ripe, or they're just wrong. So I get the guacamole cups, pretty much the same thing as avocado, just with a few vegetables in it, maybe onion, maybe a little bit garlic, cilantro. They're about
Yeah, garbage. Avocados, they don't really have any nutrients you need. It's not required in your diet. It has some oxalates, and then you said onions and all that. Onions make you cry. It's just harmful for you. It's not the worst. This isn't stuff like this is not the worst, but it's not required, and it's just if anything, it's just gonna do a little bit of harm.
$4 for 6 cups, but this makes sure that your avocado is always fresh and that everything is good. So I will absolutely splurge on these. I'm gonna get one of them. There's 6 cups. I eat one a day, so we're missing one day, but these cups save my life, especially if you hate your avocados going bad or not being right. Another one of the things that is not currently on my meal plan, but I would absolutely eat on any other cut is non-fat Greek yogurt. You can get the flavored kind.
Why would you get non-fat? This doesn't make any sense. And like, when are you gonna learn? When are you gonna realize the fat is actually good for you, and you're trying to cut, so you're just getting these low fat options because you want to lose weight, but what you're doing is harming yourself. You're putting yourself in a position where you're deteriorating your health. Your body is stressed. You feel bad, unhappy, and you're missing the fat, which is important.
And you can get vanilla, you can get plain. You can actually make sauces and like mayo-based sauces out of Greek yogurt. Pretty much all protein, a little bit of sugar. Definitely would recommend if you're hungry, if you have a sweet tooth at night, something like that. If you don't have a Ninja Creamy, Greek
And a lot of Greek yogurts are terrible.
yogurt is the way to go. And one of
Like
the
they have a lot of additives and stuff in them that is just gonna inflame you.
main reasons that I come to Aldi is for the grass-fed beef. This is 93.7 beef. We're gonna get 4 pounds of it.
Okay, this is good. This is good. It is lean, which is fine. I know he's trying to get shredded, but still, he's trying to get too shredded. He's trying to get too lean. But if you do want to lose some body fat, you should get the leaner meat, and it is grass-fed, which of course is great.
It's $6.19 a pound. That's better than going to the grocery store and getting the non-grass fed stuff. That's why I come to Aldi. Super cheap meat, pause. But yeah, 4 pounds, 93.7 grass-fed beef. It's 8 grams of fat, 22 grams of protein. It's all nutritious, and I prefer the
Best thing he's gotten yet.
grass-fed stuff, especially on prep. The cows aren't eating a bunch of crap and storing it in their fat and then getting toxins when you eat it. I would go with the grass-fed beef. Chicken, I'm not.
But why don't you think of the toxins that are in some of the other foods you're eating? You're thinking about the toxins that could be in the meat only because you've heard that cows eat this, so it creates toxins. But then you don't think of what bad things could be in the other foods you're eating. You're not even considering that because you're blind and you're not that intelligent. Clearly, I've already analyzed you and you're not very bright, my friend.
Too worried about, but 97 grass-fed beef, we're going with 4 pounds for a week. Okay, now another one of my main protein sources, it's actually on sale. It's normally $2.49, it's $2.19 today. $5.66 for $12.40. You really can't beat that. One of my main protein sources, beef and chicken, and then I'll show you what else I eat at home that I already have. Another source of healthy fats.
Chicken, it's fine.
We're at $5
Better than most of the things he's gotten.
and 9 cents for some almonds. Everyone knows almonds are expensive. These are the oven roasted, lightly salted kind. They don't got any of the oils on
Why do you want almonds? Almonds, it's just garbage.
it. Just almonds and sea salt. This is exactly what I want. Healthy fats added to whatever meals you want.
No, wrong. That fat is not good for humans. It's not the proper fat.
With a protein shake, whatever.
Maybe if you're not a human, you can be eating that. But if you're a human, you should be eating fat from animal foods. not from almonds.
People. Another thing about going to Aldi, you either need to bring bags or you got to get the boxes off the shelves because that's another way they cut costs. I'm not complaining though. My groceries are cheap. Pretty much done here. Time to check out, and then we're going to head over to Walmart for everything else we need. How much do you guys think it is? Stick around to the end of the video.
More than it should be because you're buying way too much stuff. Why would it should be very simple. You shouldn't be getting this much stuff. You've gotten so much stuff and you're not even done. You're going to go to Walmart. That does not make any sense. You don't need this many different types of food because when you're eating this many different types of food, you're probably eating things you don't need to be eating and that are actually just bad for you. But you're brainwashed and you believe it, so I guess keep going.
Video to find out. Brandon, we got to run out to the car. We are now at Walmart, and I don't love going to Walmart. It's a lot of disorganization and a bunch of stuff like that. I do most of my shopping at Aldi, but Walmart is also cheap, and there are a few things that you can't get at Aldi because it's more of a specialty thing, but it's more efficient. I like Aldi better, but we're at Walmart. We're gonna go get some of
Well, you better be getting good stuff.
our items, and we'll only be in there for like 10 to 15 minutes. In, out, done, and make sure you're sticking around till the end of the video because I'm going to show you everything with the grand total from Walmart and Aldi at there. Let's go inside. We couldn't find the exact almond butter we wanted. All of them had an extra added oils, so we're going with peanut butter. Simple switch. You can do that. We got 100.
Peanut butter is garbage. Peanuts, which are just toxic. Seed oils, inflammation. It's gonna cause you to just get so many health issues. Why would you ever get peanut butter? Because it tastes good. Oh, I get it. Okay.
100% peanuts. So what is in this? Peanuts blended up. That's exactly what we want. I think it's $3. We did find one almond butter. It was $12. And if you think I'm paying $12 for a single can of almond butter, you got me absolutely messed up. Now for some.
That's your problem. You're just caring about the price. You don't actually care about everything that's in it and the actual food you're getting. That's why you're not going to be healthy.
Accessorization. We have G Hughes sauce. Any of these sugar-free sauces are going to be your absolute best friend on bodybuilding prep when you're cutting or anything. It is 5 calories for 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, but what's in it? Is there sweetener in it? Yeah, there's probably sweetener in it, right? Some sort of sweetener, which I think is what he meant by sugar-free. So
Was it absolutely absurd when you
that's going to cause gut health issues.
go to like buffalo wing sauce like this, and it could be 140 calories for 2 tablespoons. So one of these, I normally do either Polynesian sauce or the sweet chili sauce. They're absolutely amazing. They have a bunch of different ones: sesame marinade, General Tso's, whatever you want.
None of this is good for you, though. There's a bunch of seasonings and additives that are just going to cause inflammation.
The sugar-free sauces are your friend. Definitely make sure to get these. Add them on your chicken and rice, beef and rice, tacos, this, that, or the other. Definitely get one of these. We're also going to get Polynesian sauce as well because they're just too good and I like changing it up. Last thing that we need at Walmart is some diet soda. We're going with A&W.
Yeah, I used to drink a lot of diet soda. It's bad for you. Trust me. When you drink diet soda, especially after a while, you start feeling really bad. There's caffeine in it, and caffeine is terrible for you. It's a drug. You start like it gives you like these energy boosts, and then a lot of people get addicted to that. Not only this, but there's a lot of bad chemicals in it that they're just gonna cause you like inflammation, bloating, gas. You're gonna get all that from diet soda, and the chemicals are also gonna cause some other health issues. It's bad for your teeth.
Zero sugar. This stuff is the GOAT. And some people are like, Casey, zero sugar soda or diet soda is so bad for you. They tested it in mice and it causes cancer.
Both, yes, it is true. It causes cancer in humans as well. Just because it was in mice or rats, it doesn't mean that it's not going to affect humans too. It shows that it's probably going to affect humans. And from my experience, it affected me negatively. I'm not saying that you should be drinking the regular soda. The regular soda is terrible as well. You should be drinking neither of them. They're both horrible.
No. You would have to drink 80 cans of it per day for it to even show up any sort of cancer causing anything like that. And if you drink the
That's false. It's just going to take a little bit longer for you to get cancer, but you're eventually going to get it as well.
exact same amount of regular soda, you would literally
Yeah. If you want to get it really fast, then you drink more every day. But even if you're not drinking that much every day, if you wait just a little bit longer, you're still going to probably be getting cancer,
get diabetes.
as well as all the other health issues are going to come.
Before we get inside, I want y'all down in the comments to guess how much I spent at the 2 grocery stores combined.
I'll guess too much. You bought way too much stuff, different types of foods. You didn't even need to spend that much money. You could have saved money if you had just bought some meat, like the ground beef, maybe some eggs, some organ meat, if that's what you like. You could have bought some dairy that was actually good, like milk. And, maybe if you have good options for some yogurt or cottage cheese that are organic or don't have additives, you could have gotten that as well. But yet, what did you choose to buy? You chose to buy a bunch of garbage and modern diet food for the people doing the modern diet, and you're just gonna harm yourself because you're trying to get so shredded.
And just off the top of your head, don't go analyzing anything. Be like, I think this was 150 bucks, or I think this was 50 bucks. Whatever you think it may be, drop it down in the comments and see how close you got at the end of the video. Then come back to your comment and let me know how close you were. Now for a little review before I reveal the total cost for the entire grocery haul for today, I'm gonna break everything down into protein, carbs, and fats so you can see everything laid out here.
Why do you care about the carbs? Why? Why are you eating the fat and carbs at the same time? Doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be eating fat and carbs, both of them together.
Here on the table. All right, starting off with the most important things. We know I'm a bodybuilder. Anyone that goes to the gym, you need your protein to build your muscles. So we're starting off with that. We have 5 pounds of our chicken breast right here, and we have 4 pounds of that 100% grass-fed 93.
I mean, it's lean, which would be better if it had some more fat. It's the best thing you got. It's good. It has protein. It still has a little bit of fat, especially the beef might have some, and the chicken breast probably has a little bit.
Even beef. And another protein source that I use that I didn't have to buy because I'm sponsored by a supplement company is protein powder. We have all of our beautiful protein.
Oh my God. Why are you eating protein powder? Why do you even buy that? You realize protein powder is complete garbage. You can't even just most of the time you can't even absorb the protein from it. It has all these additives, and you're just gonna be getting the heavy metals and the chemicals. Why would you even want to get protein powder? If you wanted protein, eat the real foods, eat meat, eat eggs. But you're getting protein powder. What was the point? What is the point of buying protein powder? You're just brainwashed. You're programmed. You think you have to do this, but it's so much more simple. You don't even have to buy the protein powder. It's just eating the real foods.
Powders up here, so that's why I didn't get it. Maybe I would get like fish, maybe salmon, maybe some cod, something like that if I wasn't sponsored by.
Don't buy salmon. Salmon is bad for you. The reason for this is because a lot of them are the farmed salmon, and then even if it's not farmed, if it's just a wild caught one, they actually were letting a bunch of the for so many years, just a crazy amount of time, they were letting the farmed salmon that they had injected with this thing that is terrible for them. They let those salmon back into the wild, and now pretty much all the salmon breeded with those salmon, and now they're all being born with this hybrid, like offspring that is genetically unhealthy because they're mixed with the farm salmon. So all the salmon you're eating is actually bad for you. It's all GMO.
supplement company. But if you want any Rise protein, you can use code Casey for 15% off. Best protein in the game. But those are our
Don't do that. Don't use this code. Don't even bother buying the protein powder.
protein sources, our main protein sources for the week. All right, now for our carbs. What carbs are going to do is fuel our muscles during our training, also replenish our glycogen source so that our muscles get big and full after our training. What do we got here? We got white rice. This is
You don't need carbs like I mentioned before.
pretty basic. Don't have to say much about it. Already talked about it in the store. These I eat after my workout. We got oats right here.
Just a bunch of garbage. Don't know why he bought it. Just brainwashed.
And we have our corn tortillas that I was talking about that I said I had a bunch. I wasn't lying. They're right here. These are my main carb sources. Again, something like potatoes
Like, why so many? What are you doing?
or any other plain carb source you can totally do as well. Now for fats. They're not going to make you fat. An excess of calories is going to make you fat. That's why you're eating in a calorie deficit on your cut, right? Well, if you're not, then you're not on a cut. Anyway, they're going to help regulate your hormones. That's especially important on bodybuilding prep and just for general health. And it'll also help your joints move all nice. And you need fat in your diet. Make sure you get some healthy sources. These are what I got. I got the guac cups.
Those aren't healthy sources. You believe they are, but they're not at all. You, like I mentioned before, get the healthy fat from the animal foods, from dairy, eggs, meat, not avocados, not almonds.
Pretty much just avocado. We got this natural 100% peanuts, peanut butter, and I have some almonds over here as well. Some things that I already had. I did have a little bit of almond butter left, so it's not the end of the world that Walmart didn't have it. And something like avocado oil or olive oil is also
Olive oil is terrible for you. It's pretty much like just what is the point? It's gonna oxidize, and if you go in the sun, it's gonna have like the same effect as the seed oils, which is terrible for you,
a great way to add some healthy fats to your diet. Now for miscellaneous
and it's just gonna cause inflammation.
items, vegetables, whatever you want to call it, something that's not protein, carbs, and fat. We're starting off. We got our romaine. I already said adds a bunch of volume to your meals. You got broccoli.
Bloating gas. Oh, broccoli, more bloating gas, more health issues, even more than just that.
Don't need to explain broccoli. It's broccoli. We have our diet soda. We have our
He's just listing so much garbage. This is just like a clown show.
2 sugar-free sauces and our hot sauce, and that wraps up the entirety of the grocery haul. Now you've already taken your guesses for how much you think everything is.
Okay, I'll take a guess. I'll just take a guess. Maybe about $300.
In front of me costed down in the comments earlier in the video, and now is time for the grand reveal
But no matter what the number is, it's going to be way too much.
at Aldi. I spent $70.03 at
Okay, he actually did. That's actually surprising. I thought maybe he spent a lot more.
Walmart. I spent $19.18. That brings our grand total for the entire week to $89.21. Do you guys
Okay, I'll give him that. That is cheap. He didn't spend that much money. But the problem with this is none of the food is really healthy except for the ground beef and the chicken.
think that's a good deal? I think I got quite a steal of a deal on
And even that's lean.
all of this food. Some of this stuff might last me more than a week, honestly. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, and
Well, you shouldn't do that because these videos are wrong. His videos, he doesn't know what he's doing in them. He's buying garbage food. He's giving you bad advice. He's telling you to work out. He's doing bodybuilding. He's competing, which is just deteriorating his health, decreasing his lifespan, putting stress on his body. That's all it's leading to. He's eating terribly while doing all this. He's gonna age really bad. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.